Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the future of work and how robots are poised to replace us in ways we never saw coming. Stay tuned to find out which jobs are on the line, why it's happening, and what this means for the workforce. Let's be honest, no one enjoys receiving a call from a telemarketer. But here's the thing, even those annoying robocalls aren't always being made by actual humans anymore. That's right, robots are already taking over the telemarketing world, and frankly, they're doing a bang-up job. They can dial numbers faster than a caffeinated teenager playing Fruit Ninja, and they're not afraid to work for pennies on the dollar. They don't need coffee breaks, bathroom breaks, or emotional support after a particularly brutal sales call. But here's the kicker. They're actually getting better at sounding human. We're talking about sophisticated AI that can mimic human speech patterns, inflections, and even those little pauses that make you think you're talking to a living, breathing person. So, what does this mean for the future of telemarketing? Well, let's just say if your career goals involve cold calling strangers and trying to sell them things they don't need, you might want to start polishing your resume. Taxes. But what if I told you that even the taxman's days are numbered? That's right. Robots are coming for your 1040s, your W-2s, and even that shoebox full of receipts you swear you'll organize one day. With advanced software and machine learning algorithms, robots are becoming increasingly adept at navigating the labyrinthine world of tax codes and regulations. They can crunch numbers faster than a hamster on a wheel, and they don't get bogged down by trivial matters like sleep, food, or that nagging sense of existential dread that comes with staring at spreadsheets for hours on end. But here's the real kicker. They don't make mistakes. They're precise, they're efficient, and they're coming for your tax preparer's job. Now, before you start planning a celebratory bonfire with all your old tax forms, let's be clear. Human accountants aren't going extinct just yet. But for those who make a living filling out forms and double-checking calculations, the writing is on the wall and it's written in binary code. Remember the good old days when you could walk into a store, browse for hours, and actually interact with a human being before making a purchase? Yeah, me too. But those days are fading faster than a pair of cheap jeans in a hot dryer. The retail landscape is changing, and robots are leading the charge. And by robots, I'm not just talking about those creepy mannequins that seem to follow you with their eyes. I'm talking about self-checkout kiosks, online shopping platforms, and a whole host of technologies designed to make the shopping experience as human-free as possible. Think about it. Every time you scan your own groceries, you're essentially putting a retail worker out of a job. As robots become more sophisticated, they're also becoming more adept at tasks that were once considered the exclusive domain of human workers. So what does this mean for the future of retail? Well, let's just say if your career goals involve folding t-shirts, stocking shelves, or explaining the difference between slim fit and skinny fit to confused dads, you might want to start exploring your options. Remember the thrill of receiving your very first paycheck? The pride of earning your own money, the satisfaction of a hard day's work, the crushing realization that taxes eat up a surprising chunk of your earnings? Well, if you're a cashier, those memories might be all you have left of a job that's rapidly disappearing. Cashiering, once a reliable entry point into the workforce, is quickly becoming automated out of existence. And the culprit? Those seemingly innocuous self-checkout kiosks that are now more ubiquitous than shopping carts with wonky wheels. Businesses love these automated cashiers. They don't require bathroom breaks, minimum wage, or health insurance. And as technology advances, these automated systems are only going to get more sophisticated. So, what can we do? Well, for starters, we can stop treating these machines like our personal nemeses, because the robots are coming for our cash registers, and they're bringing a whole new meaning to the phrase automated checkout. Fast food. The culinary equivalent of a warm hug on a cold day, or maybe just a greasy napkin that you find at the bottom of your bag. Whatever your stance on this American staple, one thing's for sure. The people who make your burgers and fries are facing some stiff competition. And by stiff competition, I mean robots with spatulas and a disturbingly cheerful demeanor. That's right, the fast food industry is undergoing a robotic revolution, and it's not pretty, unless you're a fan of gleaming metal surfaces and the smell of WD-40. From burger flipping bots to automated fry cooks, robots are taking over fast food kitchens faster than you can say supersized me. So what does this mean for the millions of people who work in the fast food industry? Well, it's not great news, because the robots are coming for your spatulas, and they're bringing a whole new meaning to the phrase fast food nation. Remember the good old days when you could walk into a bank, cash a check, and actually interact with a human being? Pepperidge Farm remembers. But those days are fading faster than a $20 bill in a college town. ATMs, online banking, and apps let you manage your finances without leaving your couch. Convenience is king. So what does this mean for the future of banking? The robots are coming for your teller windows. The assembly line, a symphony of clanging metal and whirring machinery, is the embodiment of industrial might. But what happens when robots replace workers, never tiring or complaining? Welcome to the future of manufacturing, where automation pushes human workers to the sidelines. Recent advancements in AI and robotics have accelerated their adoption. These sophisticated machines perform a wide range of tasks with precision. Robots don't need breaks, making them perfect for businesses aiming to maximize efficiency. So, what does this mean for the millions relying on manufacturing jobs? It's not good news. Remember the romance of the open road, the wind in your hair, the sun on your face, the nagging fear that your delivery truck might be one wrong turn away from becoming a meme on our idiots in cars? Well, buckle up, because the future of delivery is looking a whole lot more automated and a whole lot less human. Delivery drivers, those intrepid navigators of urban jungles and suburban labyrinths, are facing a challenge unlike any they've encountered before. Robots that can deliver your packages faster, cheaper, and without the risk of showing up at your door in a sweat-stained uniform after accidentally driving into a ditch. We're talking about self-driving trucks, delivery drones, and those adorable little sidewalk robots that look like they belong in a Pixar movie, until they run over your foot, at which point they become slightly less adorable. But here's the thing, robots don't need sleep, they don't need bathroom breaks, and they definitely don't need directions. Unless they're delivering to my house, in which case, please, for the love of all that is holy, bring a compass. So what does this mean for the future of delivery? Well, it's not great news for human drivers. Remember the thrill of calling customer service? The endless hold music, the robotic voice menu that seems designed to prevent you from ever reaching an actual human, the overwhelming urge to hurl your phone across the room and embrace a life of blissful, tech-free solitude. Yeah, me neither. But here's the thing, even that soul-crushing experience is about to get a whole lot less human. Customer service representatives, those brave souls who field our complaints, answer our inane questions, and generally serve as human punching bags for our technological frustrations, are facing a challenge unlike any they've encountered before. Robots that can handle our anger, our impatience, and our utter inability to understand instruction manuals with the patience of a saint and the emotional range of a brick wall. We're talking about AI chatbots, automated email responses, and those voice assistants that seem determined to misunderstand every word you say, no matter how clearly you enunciate. So, what does this mean for the future of customer service? Well, it's not great news for human representatives. Data entry. The lifeblood of the modern world, the invisible force that keeps businesses running, governments functioning, and cat videos going viral. It's a job that's both essential and, let's be honest, about as exciting as watching paint dry. Unless you're really into watching paint dry, in which case, more power to you. But for those who make a living entering data into spreadsheets, databases, and other digital black holes, the future is looking a little less certain. Because robots, those tireless automatons with a penchant for precision and a complete lack of interest in office gossip, are coming for their keyboards. We're not talking about robots with tiny little fingers pecking away at keys, although let's be honest, that would be adorable. We're talking about sophisticated software programs that can extract data from documents, images, and even handwritten notes, then input that data into digital systems with speed and accuracy that would make a human data entry clerk weep into their ergonomic wrist rest. So, what does this mean for the millions of people who rely on data entry jobs? Well, it's not great news. So, there you have it. 10 jobs that are well on their way to being automated out of existence. The rise of automation is undoubtedly going to have a significant impact on the workforce, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's an opportunity to rethink our relationship with work, to explore new possibilities, and to create a future where humans and robots can coexist, collaborate, and maybe even learn to appreciate each other's strengths and laugh at each other's weaknesses. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful videos.